Bible. It's got this homie right here on it. Prophecy Conference. Our world is in trouble. The daily news has us living in fear. Violence, anarchy, lawlessness, extreme weather, terrorism, economic collapse. See how the prophets described our day with complete accuracy and how the Bible predicts it will end. Location, Yakima Sundome, which is the sports arena that they do fucking WWE at.
Yo, do they like get enough people to like fill that up or no?
Honestly, I don't. From what I've seen, I think not like capacity, but like enough. But I can't imagine even a crappy old like arena like that is cheap to rent. But it says there's meetings every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday for 12 nights, 7 to 8:30. Starts October 7th, and it says receive a free Bible at the door.
There you go. Hey, that's worth the price of admission right there, dude.
Receive a free study guide each night you attend.
Hey, you know, I'd attend every night.
They give whenever you go to any sort of church thing, they give Bibles out like hotcakes.
Oh, yeah, dude, 100%, dude.
I remember when I used to work at the mall, they would have like these like churches or something. You could pay them a little bit of like donation money, and they had like tables set up. So like if you're out, shopping for gifts, you could pay them a little bit of money, and they would wrap your gifts for you, so then you wouldn't have to spend money on gift wrap and do it yourself and all that shit. But I remember one time, it was when I still worked at the mall, I went in on a day off to buy some gifts for other friends, family, whatever. And this dude who's part of the gift wrapping stuff comes up and hands me this wrapped up whatever. And he's like, do you like books? And I'm like, yeah, I guess, yeah. He's like, here, take this. I'm like, okay. So after I'm finished shopping, I go back to my car and I open it, and it's a Book of Mormon.
Oh, man, one time, so like the Mormons don't really frequent over here, but they're big in Utica. And before I met you, I had this roommate. Her name was Shantae.
Yeah.
And she was like a mixed black chick. She was kind of fine, dude. I never fucked her, but she was dating this dude who like he was convinced that I was fucking her, dude. And I'm like, dude, I'm not fucking her, dude.
Yeah.
And they ended up getting me out of there because of that, dude. Like he was so insecure about it that he was just like, I don't feel comfortable. And all his friends were telling him, no, there's no way she's a male roommate and he's not fucking her, dude. And I'm not into mixed or black chicks like that. I mean, it's not a racial thing. It's just, that's not my thing, dude. If anyone knows my type, it's you. I like small fucking white girls.
Small pixies.
Yes, that's me, dude. Right. So it's not a fucking racial thing. It's just, it's just not what I'm into. And he couldn't believe it. And like I get it to an extent because that's your girl, and you think that everyone is attracted to your girl because you're attracted to her. Yeah. So I get it. And they came over one time, man. And I was heavy in my alcohol shit, dude. And they had come over and they knocked at the door, and I was on some shit, bro. And I was like, listen, man, do you guys know about the Jews? Do you know what they do and shit, dude? And fucking they're like, oh, we don't really talk about stuff like this. I'm like, well, maybe you should. So like because they're trying to spread their message, I got to keep them there for like an hour, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm telling them I'm like, do you realize like what they do with porn and like how they're shitting on society and stuff like this? And just like, we don't subscribe to that, sir. And I'm just like, well, of course not. You're Mormon. Of course you don't subscribe to it, buddy. I'm trying to tell you, like you're out here, promoting the Mormon word, dude. You know what I mean? Like you should know about your adversary. You should know that, dude.
I feel bad. I almost feel bad for like Mormon kids, especially because you graduate high school and then you have to go on a 2-year Mormon mission, which you have to go like way far away. Like I knew people here for their Mormon mission had to go to like Boston or Texas or something like that.
Like,
and it's crazy. Yeah, like they send you, you don't stay where you are, and you go pretty far away for 2 years to this Mormon mission, spending 2 years doing all that door-to-door shit. And I feel bad because like the bad neighborhoods mainly are like 20 minutes away from me, like downtown, kind of by where that arena, where the little arena is and stuff. Kind of those are the badder neighborhoods. and
Yeah.
I feel bad because I'll, for whatever reason, be just passing through there, and I'll
Yeah.
see two Mormons on bikes. I'm like, dude, do you know these are like the most dangerous fucking neighborhoods in the whole city?
Do
And I
you
feel
think?
bad.
Do you think that they? Do you think they know? Right, and
I
then
honestly, they might figure it out eventually, but you
yeah,
know,
it's like yo, I've seen like 12 black dudes in a row. What's going on here,
I
dude?
feel, well, not even that. I feel like,
Yeah.
and another thing is, um, oh, it was WrestleMania. It was WrestleMania 34,
Yeah,
2018. I was watching it at my friend's house on a Sunday,
yeah.
and Mormons came to his door on a Sunday night, and we told them we were watching WrestleMania and shit. And they're asking us like who our favorite wrestlers are and shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. We don't have
No,
time for
dude,
this.
and they fucking do that, dude. Because as soon as you engage with them, they want to keep it going. Like it
Yeah,
doesn't matter, dude. You can be like, yo, I'm about to go get some ice cream. Oh, what kind of ice cream? It's like, dude, you don't give a shit. You just want me to keep talking to you so I can talk about the Lord. That's what you want, dude.
and then
You
if
know?
you actually engage, then they come back like a week later, and then they keep coming back. I made that mistake one
Yeah.
time when I was like a late teen because I didn't know it was gonna happen, but I made that
Yeah.
mistake, and then they came back like 3 times in a month.
They won't leave you alone, bro. They fucking treat you like a friend. That's what they do, dude. They treat you like you're a good friend. That's what they do. We do have something to promote. Oh, actually, let me get this out there for a second. Hafiz has something coming up. He's doing a podcast tomorrow. I told him I'd plug it tonight. Let me pull it up here. Our boy Hafiz is going on a podcast called Media Made. It's at Media Made TV with Sangria and Sonny. He's going to promote some of the shit that he's working on, and he's going to shout us out too. So it's a beneficial thing, you know. One
It's
hand,
it's
the other.
a
Yeah.
both.
Let's see what we can get into here next.
I mean, the Oakland Athletics are no longer a thing.
I mean, are they on the road? Like they're still playing right now, right?
Yeah,
Like,
they got their last series this like right now in Seattle, right here in Seattle.
Yeah.
But it's so I learned the other. So I had most of the very last game in Oakland. I watched most of it while I was
I
at
remember
work the
you
other
texted me.
day,
You were watching it, yeah.
and I guess when they're gonna play in Sacramento for however long, they're
Yeah.
just gonna be known as the Athletics, not the
Oh.
Sacramento, not the Oakland, just the Athletics.
Oh.
And you know, there's still the whole Las Vegas thing still isn't even done with. So call me crazy, but I feel like if they can't get that stadium deal done in Las Vegas, that they force John Fisher to sell the team, and they somehow do wind up back in Oakland. Maybe, but it's just like there's nothing that's a done deal as much as people think.
Right.
And
No, that would be nuts. I mean, I would actually be here for it. I actually like that. I don't think like the Oakland A's, they're not some like expansion team, bro. Like they've been here for a really long time.
I think
time,
they're right. They're only trailing the Yankees with like the most World Series won.
Right, and like you just it's selfishness. Like that tweet that I sent you the other night. It's just it's selfishness, bro. It's cheapness. It's that's a decision. It wasn't that the MLB said you guys got to go.
Yeah,
he wanted to go. He didn't do anything to stay.
And to me, I don't know. I feel like obviously the whole world with everything's just becoming more corporate, but like that's what sports are about. Like, yeah, obviously you're gonna have your giant market teams in New York and Los Angeles and Miami forever. Those teams will never move. But I feel for these small markets because it's like you're taking the soul out of the game. Like you're taking a fan base of like 50 something years and moving it to Las Vegas where the crowds are going to be 70% visiting fan teams on vacation checking out the new stadium. And so I just feel
like the Rams game this past week.
Yeah, the Rams.
Half the fucking stands was red.
The Rams and Chargers and Raiders, are all the whole like 70% the other teams visiting that state, visiting on vacation in that city.
Right. Like don't get me wrong, like it's gonna make money being in Vegas. Yeah. It's gonna make money, but you're not gonna have a fucking fan base, dude. So what is it worth?
I mean, yeah. You pretty much said it right there.
Yeah. It's
Because like I feel like again, I can relate this whole thing to also. You can relate, them move all these teams that have moved out of small markets in the last couple of years, mainly all Oakland, maybe some other ones. You can relate it to also like the conference realignment and the NIL stuff in college sports. You're taking like the soul out of college football. Like, yeah, like there's a lot of like in-state rivalries that are pretty lopsided at times, like Washington versus Washington State in football. But like
right.
you're taking the tradition out of the game and just making it a money machine. And like this, sports have always been about tradition and about a
Yeah.
release and
No,
about,
you're right.
getting through the good times and the bad. And it's like, and now everything is becoming so corporate.
No, dude, it's all about money. It's the same thing with the transfer portal, which I kind of said something dickish last night to Lily. I'm like, I recruited
Yeah.
you. I
And the
recruited you
transfer.
as something, and you're not that, and you need to hit the transfer portal, baby.
And while we're on the go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the transfer portal is ruining fucking college football, dude.
Because I mean, mainly, football and basketball before that, the NIL, guys were eager to leave college as fast as they could. You know what I mean? A lot of the time,
Right.
as fast as if they knew they were going to be a top pick, it's one thing if you're one of those like fringe guys, it's different. But if they knew they were going to be a top pick, they wanted to get out of there as fast as they can. And now guys stick around. Like there's that tight end on the University of Miami who's in his 9th year of college football. And it's like, yeah. And then also the Utah Utes quarterback is, I think,
the fucking QB. He just quit on the team.
He did?
No, it might not have been him. There's some quarterback that who the fuck, it might have been like UNLV or some shit. But there was a quarterback who quit on the team because his NIL deal, they wouldn't approve a certain amount for his NIL deal. And he just said, "Fuck it, dude." He was like 3-0 or some shit. He started the year, and he just said, "Fuck it, dude. I'm not doing it."
So there's a guy on the Miami Hurricanes who's in his 9th year of college football, and there's this guy. He's the Utah Utes quarterback, Cameron Rising. He's 25 years old in his 7th year of college football. It's like, I don't know, like to me, I never went to a university. I only went to community college. But like to me, I feel like I'd get fucking bored of a college campus after like 2 years. I'd be fucking done with it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, partying, all that stuff. But it's like, fuck, don't you want, like, eventually you feel like you want to, move on to actual adulthood and stuff. And I mean, I think there's some guys making more in NIL than guys in the NFL right now, as far as I've heard.
Yeah. So check this out. I'm pulling it up right here. This is what I was talking about here. Let me click off this here. Okay. UNLV QB leaving over legend broken promise. Another sign of college football agreed. So his NIL deal. Let's see here. He was promised $100,000 to sign with the Rebels, and he never got paid. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it was kind of like a, you got to perform kind of thing or whatever. But he's putting up a beef over that he didn't get paid, which, I used to be in support of shit like this that pay the kids. You know what I mean? They bring a lot of revenue into the school. Yeah. And I realized that I was fucking wrong. I was dead wrong, dude. It's ruining everything. It really is. It's
just making it it's just making it all corporate. It takes the tradition and the soul out of it.
Yeah.
We were on the topic of relocations in sports.
It does. Dude,
what was that?
No, go ahead. Yeah, I was clicking off the article. Go ahead.
We were on the topic of relocations in sports. So I was curious recently because, as you know, the Phoenix Coyotes, the coolest uniforms of all time, are moving to Utah, to Salt Lake City. So I'm curious what their name was going to be because, like, I hadn't heard anything about a name, and the NHL season starts like next week. And
Yeah, right.
I'm
Yeah,
looking,
yeah.
and I was asking like my coworker and stuff who's a big hockey fan. He's like, yeah, apparently they're just going to be known as the Utah Hockey Club for this season, kind of like the Washington
Really?
football team.
Why is
But
it
it's
so
weird.
difficult to come up with a fucking
Yeah,
name?
why is it so difficult to come up with a name? Like the Seattle the Kraken were
The
announced.
crackling. Yeah, dude.
Their name and jerseys and stuff were announced and available like the season before they even started.
Right.
So you're telling
Yeah.
me you didn't have 6 months? You've had what, the NH? They literally packed up and moved to Utah like the day after the season got over. So you've
It
had
was,
six
dude.
months and you can't come up with a name?
It's
So then
not like it was out of the blue.
I was
Like, it was
thinking,
known that they're fucking leaving.
yeah,
Like, what
and
the
they
fuck,
knew they
dude?
were.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when Atlanta Thrashers moved to Winnipeg, they just became the Winnipeg Jets again. I mean, that's just a given because the old team was the Winnipeg Jets. But I don't know
Yeah.
how hard it is to, because so I guess they're just going to be the Utah Hockey Club this season, and then they're going to they're going to vote on a name or decide on a name for next season. I don't see why they couldn't have done that over this summer.
Right.
But like I was thinking, like I used to work at the mall at the sports store when the Kraken first came, and all their shit was selling like crazy when they first got announced. And I'm like, if you're a fan in Utah of this new hockey team, would you spend money on the jerseys they're gonna wear this year that just say Utah Hockey Club?
No.
And I'm like, unless you're like a sucker for like nostalgia or like collecting from the very beginning, but like, how do you expect to sell any sort of like apparel when it's just gonna be plain shit that says Utah Hockey Club,
like a fucking U on it, just a U in a circle or something. What the fuck? Dude?
I don't see why they couldn't come up with a name.
It's fucking stupid. While we're on sports, let's get into something we talked about last night, something that pertains to both you and me. KAT heading to NYC.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Everyone I follow on Twitter or everything I've seen is trashing the trade, and it sucks. I get it both ways. They have the Timberwolves have a lot of stars that they want to keep and they have to pay, and his contract is huge, and them trading him dumped off a lot of salary that provided more flexibility for us in the coming years, and also to the fact going into last season we have 3 fucking centers that are all basically all-stars. And
I mean, you guys are getting some good value back, dude. DiVincenzo is fucking nice, dude.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying, is that we came up short in the playoffs, very short, only 7 games shy of a trophy. We came up very short in the playoffs because we did not have a lot of good scoring off the bench. So he's kind of right what we need.
Yeah, I agree, dude.
It's sad.
I know that like NBA 2K doesn't it's not real life, but he's a real motherfucker to guard on that fucking game, dude.
Yeah.
I get matched up with him and I want to jump off the roof. I'm not fucking joking.
He was on the 2018 Villanova national championship team.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. And he was nice. He was nice then.
Yeah. He's bounced around a little bit. He's been on Milwaukee, Golden State, and now in New York, and now Minnesota.
Yeah.
Like I get both sides of the trade, but like from a business standpoint, like I really do get it. It may have been the best move for both teams, honestly. It just sucks because it's sad because Cat was loyal through he was on the Timberwolves for a decade, and he played for all these different overhauled rosters, all these different coaches, all these different front offices, and he never ever requested a trade.
No, he didn't. He fucking never complained. None of that shit, dude.
Yeah, and it kind of showed. It kind of like makes you think. It kind of can show as an example to other players, like shit. Loyalty is a one-way street, No,
and that's something that at least when I grew up, that was something that was expected. Team loyalty was expected.
Yeah, like for example,
you don't see that anymore, dude. You don't.
Like for example, Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah.
I mean, he started on the Marlins, but after them, he was on the Tigers his whole career, even the last
like 20 fucking years, bro.
Yeah, when they've been, I mean, they made the playoffs now, but they were awful his last 6, 7,
I'm
8
pretty
years,
sure.
and he never
I'm pretty
complained.
sure he was on the team that was just not just as bad, but pretty close to just as bad as the fucking White Sox are this year.
Yeah, they won like 49 games, so pretty
Yeah.
close.
And then
Yeah, I
like 2,
remember
3
that
years later, he was in the fucking World Series.
because I think after we fired our longtime manager Ron Gardenhire, he went and managed the Tigers for like a year or two. So I remember he might have been their manager when they were really in the gutter. But also, yeah, he went to the World Series once with them in 2012 when the Giants beat him. When the Giants used to win the World Series every even year.
Yeah,
2010,
yeah.
2010, 2012, and 2014.
I'll tell you, who they play in the Royals, right?
Yeah, 2010 they played Texas. Texas had like Cliff Lee and Josh Hamilton and everybody like that. 2012 they played the Tigers, and I think 2014 they played
the Royals, right?
Was it Royals? No, maybe it was. I know, but the Royals won the World Series the next year, 2015. Right. 2014. Oh yeah, it was the Royals. They lost that year. Then they won the next year against the Mets, I believe.
Yes, yeah, because the one where the Giants beat them, I was in Alabama, and the next year the Mets were in it, and they lost to the Royals. That's right, dude.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? I give the Royals a lot of fucking credit for winning the World Series. No, they made it to back-to-back. They won 1 of 2.
Yeah, and they were all, because they're in the AL Central like the Twins. They were all, I mean, now they're up and down, but like they're going to make the playoffs this year. They were always like from the early 2000s to like 2012, they were the bottom feeder every year, where whenever I would see them on the schedule, it'd be like, all right, this is a fucking gimme series.
2 or 3 at least.
And then they pop up out of nowhere, win a World Series, and then go right back to like being bottom feeders. Like last year they finished like they were horrible. This year they started bad and then crept up behind us the whole season. And now they made it and we didn't. And we lost, I think, like 25 of our last 36 or some shit like that. It's awful.
We're like, serious?
Yeah, we're like 12-20 in our, or no, even worse. Like I'll go on the standings real quick.
Gee, that's horrible, dude.
MLB standings, Twins.
That's rough, dude.
Like in our last 10, we're 3-7. And it was an epic September collapse. And it happened to us 2 years ago as well. Last year we made the playoffs. Year before we were in a great position, and then we completely collapsed. And I don't know. I think it might be time to.
Do you like the new playoff structure to where there's 3 wild cards? I think it's too much.
Not really. You know, I think it's like it kind of reminds me of like, I don't know,
participation trophies, right?
Yeah, like you have to, because then it's like last year we were in the AL wild card series. We won our division, but we were playing Toronto, who was the wild card, and like everybody kept saying, "Oh, it's our first playoff series win since 2002 or 2004, whatever it was." and I'm like, but not really. It's this extra round they added on. If it was the ALDS and we won, I would understand. But it's like, can you really say that though? Like, what's the point of just adding more teams that barely have a winning record just for them to get fucking bounced?
Yeah, I don't agree.
I don't. I liked it the way it was, where it was all division winners, and then it was, I think, 1 wild card winner in both divisions.
Yeah, it was, and then your punishment for winning the wild card for not being good enough, you got to go up against the toughest fucking team.
Yeah, the number 1 seed. And another thing, like, I don't know, they've taken everything raw out of baseball. Like, they took away the fucking pitchers batting in the NL and in interleague play. I'm like, no, like, that takes away from the strategy of the fucking game. Like, pitchers should have to bat, and then, you know, when it gets to the later innings, you're gonna need pinch hitters, pinch runners, and shit. Like, that takes the organicness out of the game.
Not only that, it was the only sport to where the league you were playing in actually had a difference.
Yeah.
So if you're a fucking AL team going to say you're the Yankees going to play the fucking Mets, now your whole lineup is fucked up because your pitcher's got to hit. You don't have a DH. You got to fit
your
this guy.
Pitcher's got to hit. Your pitcher's got to hit at least once or twice, maybe more.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you, dude.
And then another thing is, I mean, I originally didn't like the pitch clock, but the more time's gone on, I like you really don't notice it if you're just watching the game. You know?
Right.
I mean, the games are definitely faster, but you don't really notice it. But then again, another thing I don't really like is when you go into extra innings and they put the dude on second. I don't like that either.
How is that? See, here's one thing I don't get. How is that speeding the game up when both teams get the same fucking benefit? So if I go up there and I hit a single and the next team comes up and they hit a fucking single, guess what, asshole? We're still fucking tied.
Yeah. Like, I know why they did it, because they want to cut back on games that are 5 hours long, that are 17 innings. But it's like, that's part of baseball, is that you go to a game or you watch a game. You don't know
what you're going to get.
It might be 2 hours. It might be 6 hours. And that's just it. But like, I didn't like it because it's like whenever I watch a game that goes into extras, it's like, oh, then you're already stressing out because the pitcher's already basically in a jam with a runner's in scoring position.
I feel like the guy. Like, what the fuck, dude?
The pitch clock, I'm okay with, but the other stuff,
yeah, me too.
It's not. Yeah. It takes a lot of organicness out of the game.
Yeah.
And them adding instant replay, I'm cool with that because of those home runs you can barely tell, or like a guy steals a base and it's a fucking bang bang play, shit like that. Like, I'm cool with instant replay. And I'm cool with the pitch clock. But, yeah, everything else kind of took the organicness out of baseball.
Yeah, I agree, dude. 100%. Let's switch gears here to a different sport. We could talk a little bit about the Thursday night game. And, Cowboys. I'm glad that we won, right? I enjoyed the game. Yeah. A lot of people hated on the game. I enjoyed the game because that's the football I grew up on. Defensive shit, motherfuckers getting carted out and ambulances on the field.
That's the raw shit. I don't like a fucking I don't like a fucking 49-56 track meet.
Right, like, sometimes it's cool and you're just like, oh shit, dude. Yeah. Motherfuckers are going off, you know what I mean?
But no, I like the gritty shit. I like the fucking I don't like too conservative of an offense. But I like the gritty shit. Wear the defense down. Call audibles. Like, all that shit. Like, it used to piss me off when Mike Zimmer was the Vikings coach, who's now on the Cowboys staff. It used to piss me off because his offense was way too fucking conservative for this modern game. Because he used to be like, oh, just run it up 3 downs, wear down the defense. It's like, no, that's not. We used to do that so many games, especially in his later years, that it was time for him to go.
Yeah, it was rough. Watching him call offense is rough, dude. Like, defensively, I can vibe with it, not bad. But, man, seeing this guy calling offense is rough. That's some rough shit, dude. Oof. But
I think he started with Dallas too, like back in the
90s. He did. Yeah. He did, yeah. But overall, like I said, a lot of people hated on the game. They said it was a shit game. To me, it wasn't, But like I said, I'm a little partial because that's the football that I grew up on, dude. That's the football that I'm accustomed to. Is
nothing. Nothing was worse than last year when the Vikings played in Vegas when we were going through the Josh Dobbs.
Yeah. Wasn't like 3-0 overtime or something?
I think the game was 3-0. It was 0-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
And we pulled Josh Dobbs, not because he was throwing picks and
Savannah
stuff.
Curse.
Because he was just we didn't pull Josh Dobbs because he was throwing picks and shit. He just like, bro, you can't fucking score. And then I remember we put Nick Mullins in the second half, and I think it was 3-0, but that game was just fucking putrid, and it was just because we were just 2 bad teams.
Yeah. I could watch 2 bad teams play baseball because it's dependent on like the pitcher. Like, you could be on a horrible team, the pitcher can go out there and have a good game.
I'll watch the Marlins and the the A's or somebody, I'll watch that. It's entertaining. It's scrappy. You know what I mean?
Right. Like 2 bad football teams. I can't do it, dude. I can't do it.
That's
bro.
why, like, there was some years.
Man.
I mean, it's gotten better, but like the first couple years when they did Thursday night football, when they started, because remember they used to not.
The first year was terrible, dog. The first year was so bad. Al Michaels was talking shit, and he was like, "Yo, y'all got to give me some better games. Or I'm gonna
every
quit."
game was fucking garbage, and that was when they first started doing it every Thursday as opposed to only the Thursdays towards the end of the year. But yeah, it was every game was fucking garbage.
It was terrible.
It'd be like New England with Mac Jones against the fucking Jets with Joe Flacco or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I got the games. I got the games right here. If you wanna, I'll roll down them and
go ahead.
Go on, make some predictions.
So next week is what? Falcons and who?
Thursday night.
Yeah.
It's Bucks and Falcons.
There you go. Okay, that would be so bad.
I got tomorrow's games up. If you wanna make some predictions here.
Yeah.
First one is Bengals and the Panthers.
Yo, so they're saying, dude, if the Bengals go 0-4, that Higgins is on the market. That's what they're saying.
Yeah. To trade him like to a good team at the deadline or like before the deadline.
Yeah. I mean, you may as well. I mean, you already said you're not going to pay the fucking guy.
Yeah, and he's gone after the. And he said he's not resigning, so he's pretty much done.
Yeah. I'd take him.
And the Panthers actually played good last week with Andy Dalton.
Well, they always do. So I've noticed something with football, and it's that, like, anytime there's a coach change or a QB change, it looks really good for the first week.
The first week
lasts. Yeah. It doesn't last. It's just a spark, dude. But
pretty much.
Hey, good for them. Good for them, dude. I'm happy for them.
New Orleans Saints and Atlanta Falcons. I picked the Saints on my Pick'em app.
Saints got that one.
I think, I'm okay with Atlanta losing.
Hopefully they can get back to no murders in the city with a win.
Right. Do you have that article up?
I can pull it up.
I'll keep going through the games while you get that ready. But the next one is Jaguars and Texans.
Ooh, shit. That's a tough one, dude. Fuck. You know what? Give me the Jags there. Give me the Jags.
You think Texans will drop 2 in a row? They lost to the Vikings last week, and
man. I can't see the Jags going.
Yeah, I mean they were a good team last year. They barely missed the playoffs.
Yeah, dude.
Next is Broncos and Jets. I got the Jets. I could finally root for Aaron Rodgers. I couldn't root for him for 50
yeah, true.
For what? 2008 to 2022. So 16 years I couldn't root for him.
Same boat, buddy.
Now I'm like,
this
guy's fun to watch.
That guy has beaten my team's ass when it comes to fucking any and everything, dude. One leg, one arm. It doesn't matter, dude. As long as it's January, he's fucking us up, dude.
Steelers.
Let's get into this here for a second. What I mentioned earlier.
Yeah. No homicide.
I was going to say no homicide in New Orleans for 18 days. Yeah.
And Saints fans are crediting
Clint Kubiak.
Derek
This is
Carr
September 20th. Yeah, Clint Kubiak. Yeah. So hey, I mean, they went that. It's kind of a record for them, dude. 18 days. That's like a year for New Orleans.
Is that a year in Southern time?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Well, I mean, a lot of
it just goes to show that, like,
yeah, sports unites fucking gangs and murderers. And
they
everything.
Do, man.
Apparently.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just that they bring down the general temperature of everything. If everything's going well, like, even though that I don't let my team like affect my life like they used to. If Dallas loses for the rest of that night, I'm in a shitty mood. I'm in a sour mood, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to lay here and just leave me alone, dude. Like, tomorrow I'll be fine. Monday morning, back to normal. But watching your team getting fucking stomped, like, fuck, dude.
Like the last 6, 7, 8 weeks of the Vikings last year was just like dejecting, and you didn't even want to watch. But you're like football only comes around one time of the year, so like you have to, you know.
Yeah, and when it's gone, you're gonna miss it. And as much as sometimes, like, I remember we were really bad the year that we got Zeke because Romo got hurt and shit like that, and the year we
Yeah.
got Zeke, that was a rough year. And then Dak got hurt that 1 year too, and that was pretty rough too.
Yeah, and you had
But
what, Danucci and
yeah,
fuck,
Dalton.
Danucci, and then the other guy, Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush is nice. I fuck with
You
Cooper Rush.
you guys had a rough year that year, but I remember you still beat us on Sunday night on Halloween.
Cooper Rush did that, man. Cooper Rush is
That
nice,
was Cooper
bro.
Rush. Yeah.
Yeah, he's nice.
Next
dude.
up, we got Steelers and Colts.
Ooh, give me the Steelers on that, man. I don't know. There's something special about that team this year. There really is, dude.
Justin Fields has the hot hand, but you know what? Maybe I'll probably be wrong. On my pick 'em, I picked the Colts because I mean you can't always pick favorites. You know, there's got to be that one or two, you know, surprise wild card. I picked the Colts. You know,
I can see it. I can see that one swinging either way, really.
L.A. Rams and Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams played great his very first week. His second week too. It kind of fell back to earth last week. Had some, you know, rookie. He looked like a rookie last week. But the Rams have a lot of injuries. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua. They have a lot of injuries. They don't have a lot of offensive weapons. So
give me the Bears on that. Give me the Bears on that one.
I don't want the Bears to win, but I think they're going to.
Yeah.
I just want to be as alone in first place as I can be. Then we got
distance yourself because dude, you never know. You never know.
Then we got Eagles and Buccaneers.
Oh shit! I mean, the hater in me is gonna say the
Buccaneers.
But fuck. Realistically, if I'm being real with everybody, the Eagles probably win that shit. But I'm rolling with the Bucs. Actually,
I picked Buccaneers because it's like they're not, you know, people forget about them, but they're still a good team with good weapons.
They are, dude. And Baker, I give that dude a lot of credit, dude. They chased him out of town. His confidence in the shitter, dude. You know,
and he had a real, you know, comeback player of the year last year, basically.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
The next one, Patriots and 49ers. That's kind of a giveaway. That's kind of a. I got 49ers, you know.
Hate to do it, but give me the fucking Niners. Scumbags.
Commanders and Cardinals. I got the Cardinals here. I think last week they didn't play so good, but I think they could be kind of a surprise this year. I mean, maybe not playoffs, but you know, an exciting team to watch with Marvin Harrison's son on them.
And the other side of it, Jaden Daniels is nice, dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's good, dude. He's really good. And what pisses me off about that, like, I know that they're a division rival, and I shouldn't be saying this, but what pisses me off with them is that whenever they do draft a good quarterback, they get fucked.
RG3
the guy gets hurt and breaks his leg. You know what I mean? It's like
RG3.
Yeah, dude. You know, like RG3 terrified me his rookie year.
His rookie year, he was incredible. And then in that playoff game against the Seattle Seahawks,
he never came back in.
And he was never the same after that.
Nope.
To the point where he lost the job to Cousins and was like completely away from the team.
Yeah. Yep.
The next is Chiefs and Chargers. Justin Herbert's out.
Is he? Fuck, damn.
If
he was playing, I would say give me the Chargers, though.
I think as far as I've heard, he's out because he was in a boot. Oh no, maybe I'm wrong. This is 4 hours ago. Justin Herbert is expected to start again this week, barring a pregame setback.
As long as he's good, give me the check. Because, man, whatever the fuck they're cooking over there is scary, dude. That's some scary shit what they're doing in fucking LA, bro. Them motherfuckers, they can play, dude. They can fucking play.
And with the new coach, too, with Harbaugh.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
The next is the Raiders and the Browns. I picked the Raiders. I don't think the Raiders are the flashiest team, but they've found some ways to win so far this year. They're 1-2, but they've basically been in it for all the games except last week. I think they got blown out.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm a little motor bias because Sean, with the brown shit, but
Yeah.
you know.
The
And
next
plus, he's the
is
only Browns fan that I know. I don't know any
really.
other fucking Browns fan. I don't know about you. He's the only dude I know who puts the Browns.
I don't know a lot, and surprisingly, here where I live, see the Seahawks are still considered like one of the newer teams. They didn't start till 1976 or 77, so
Oh,
there's a lot of
I thought it was
there's
the
a lot of
80s.
people
Wow.
around here in Washington who are Vikings, Packers,
Yeah.
Steelers, Raiders, 49er fans because Browns too, because all those teams were here, 2 decades before the Seahawks even were, so they stuck with them even when Washington got a
Yeah.
expansion team.
Yeah. Yeah.
The next Sunday night game is Bills and Ravens.
Ooh. Give me the Ravens. Give me the,
Uh,
yo. That's not so. Every time that I pick against the fucking Bills, okay, everyone says, "Oh, you're doing that because of Caitlyn." No, I'm not. The Bills are really fucking overrated to me, buddy. They really
I
are.
especially now that they've lost some weapons and stuff.
Yeah, dude. They've improved shit to me. They've improved nothing to me, dude. Josh Allen is probably the most overrated fucking quarterback in the fucking league, dude. He
I
doesn't
mean,
know how to protect the fucking ball. He's a
they have
turnover machine.
they have solid regular seasons every year, and then always get bounced in the second round or if not sooner, every single year.
Yeah.
There's 2 Monday night games this week: Titans and Dolphins, and Seahawks and Lions. There's a lion right there.
Yeah. Shit, man. I think I'd actually take the Lions, I think, on that one with the Seahawks. What's the other one?
Titans and Dolphins. I mean, that's
Give me
two
the
bad.
Titans there, I think.
It's two bad teams, but
Yeah.
I would pick the Titans too. I think the Dolphins are just obviously a mess, and I'm kind of surprised they're not haven't tried like trading for a quarterback or something. Like when Cousins went down for us, we picked up the phone and traded for Josh Dobbs
Yeah.
the next fucking day, and they're just rolling
Yeah.
with this Skylar Thompson guy. Like I was honestly thinking, hey, maybe they'll trade for Russell Wilson or something like that. If Fields is good enough to be the starter in Pittsburgh, Russell Wilson, or maybe they try Josh Dobbs. But the thing about Josh Dobbs is I think his stint on the Vikings last year, a lot of people like saw how
Turn them
quickly
off. Yeah.
he got exposed, and people are like, yeah, I don't want him. Like,
Did he actually get exposed, or do you think it was just like his luck ran out, dude?
I think maybe a little of both, honestly.
Yeah.
Because
I
that
definitely,
first
I
week,
definitely picked the wrong night to send the message that I sent.
yeah,
I'll
right. We played the Broncos that
night. Fuck me.
Because that very first week that he played, he didn't actually start. The other guy who's actually on the Seahawks practice squad now, he started, and then he got hurt. Like the second play, he got a concussion, and Josh Dobbs didn't even like know the playbook yet.
Yeah, he came in and just started slinging shit, dude.
Yeah,
He was killing it.
yeah. So it's like, oh, he was good with us until he figured out the playbook, and then nothing was the same.
Yeah. Let's see here. What else we got to get into?
You got your Kanye rant all set up that you were talking about yesterday?
I do, actually. If I can get into this for a second. So, you know what, guys? Listen, I'm not, and Jack will tell you, I'm the furthest thing from a fucking woman supporter, right? I don't simp for women and shit like that. I don't excuse their behavior. However, you guys need to have a conversation with yourself about something, okay? And the conversation is this, dude, right? Everybody, and this isn't just about relationships, because if you're mistreated at a job, you leave.
Yeah.
Right? If you feel like that you're not being treated fairly, or you're being underpaid, or you're being undervalued, you fucking leave. Right? Now, do women go about it the wrong way sometimes? And be like, I don't think that this chick should fuck me to leave her man, whatever. But, like, outwardly, what they're trying to say, because they don't know how to vocalize it, what they're trying to say is that they want out of this shit. And
Yeah.
a lot of the time, it's because a dude is keeping them in that situation, dude. And I'm not standing up for, because my last shit that I just dealt with, you knew this bitch. I mean, for all I knew, she was lying. She was lying, bro. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know her ex like that, dude. I don't know. But it worked on me. You know what I mean? It worked, you know. But it doesn't mean that she was necessarily telling the truth. But basically, what I'm saying is that people only do certain things when they don't feel like that they're being appreciated in their situation. You know, and you guys, men as a whole, you guys can make it better by not being a piece of shit. That's all you have to do is not be a piece of shit. Like, stand up for yourself, absolutely, dude. Don't let someone walk on you and stuff. But, you know, at a certain point, like for example, okay, Jasmine, I'm sorry for listening to this. I'm going to mention you. But for example, uh, you know, it shouldn't be a thing to where like me and her get along, and the guy that she's seeing is like, oh, you know, like why are you throwing her? Why are you throwing me in her face, dude? Just do better, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I should not be your competition, bro. You already have her. Just do better to keep her. Hello? This shit's not fucking hard, dude. I shouldn't even be on her fucking radar, bro. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Do
But
better, bro.
sometimes they literally, a lot of the times actually, they just don't know how to do better.
Yeah. Yeah. And
It's like foreign language to them.
no, you're right. And this is what I'm saying, that women sometimes lack fucking logic, dude. They don't know what the fuck.
And I think I've dealt with it before where they'll stay with a loser because every girl, no matter what, whether they tell the truth about it or not, every girl, no matter what, has a nurturing, motherly like spirit.
Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
they pretend that they don't or not, they're going to. And so
Right.
what I learned in some of my experiences is that they'll ride or die for some fucking loser. So then they could go and tell all their friends and family, oh, but I helped him, I helped him, I helped him, I helped him. Instead, and then when you get with someone who's pretty stable, doesn't need a lot of help, doesn't need a lot of support, stuff like that,
Yeah.
it like scares the shit out of them because then they're like, oh no, what? Now I can't run to my friends and say, oh, I helped him, I helped him, I helped my loser broke boyfriend every day who sleeps on his friend's couch and doesn't have a job, but I'm there for him. I helped him. And they could be doing this with someone who is stable in most areas.
No, and
But
no,
they don't. And then
yeah,
they get
and
caught in
also
that
like,
toxic cycle. And then
yeah,
once they do meet someone who's good for them, by then they're so far gone and ruined, it's just no use.
the other end of it too is they kind of don't know what to do with dudes like us, right? Like me and you were out here building this, we're making this
Yeah.
happen. I'm working on a script as soon as we're off of here, dude. You know what I mean? I have a full-time job. You have a full-time job. We make money. I don't rely on anybody for anything. You don't rely on anybody for anything. Women don't know how to deal with that. A lot of them do.
They really
And then you know, like her man is sitting there looking at me like, why does she like you, bro? Why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't she? I make her life easier. I make her life easier, dude. I don't ask her for shit. I text her only when I got something to say, right? There's no bullshit arguing. We get along. I make her laugh. Why would she not think that I'm better than you, bro? You bring nothing but chaos in her fucking life. Why would she not think that? Anybody would think that, dude. That's like you, like leaving your job, like calling in or something, and going on like a fucking like a sit down at a new place, and you see, and they're walking around. There's a really nice cafeteria, and they treat you with respect, and there's no one bullshitting you. There's no one yelling at you, and you're just like, wow, you'd be an idiot not to leave, right?
Yeah. And like I spent a little time with this girl over the summer who told me all this shit about how like she had been in a 7-year relationship, but she had been single for the last like 2, and that she lived with this guy and that he wouldn't let her go out and all this stuff. And then once she was around me, I wasn't being a pick me or anything. I wasn't spending a bunch of money on her. I was doing that shit. But it was like
it was a different world for her.
it was like shell shocking. Like it was hard for her to like reciprocate to the point where like we just lost touch and I haven't spoke to her in like 2 months,
because
like
again,
whatever,
she's
you know.
not used to that. She's not used to that. Like the most casual, what's meant to be a compliment but comes off as an insult, right? Because my house stays smelling good, bro. That's
Meant
just how
to.
I am, dude. I have candles, you know what I mean? I have incense. Like I like my place to smell good. A girl comes over here and goes, "Wow, your place smells good for a guy." Who are you fucking? Who are
For
you
a
fucking
guy.
to wear what? It smells like a fucking dumpster. Like what the fuck? Are you kidding me? It smells good
They
for a
could
guy.
they could smell they like consider it feminine that your fucking house smells good.
It should smell good. What do you think? Because I'm a dude, I'm supposed to live in squalor and fucking like
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
supposed to be
that's it.
shit on the
It's
wall.
kind of the
Like,
same.
what the fuck?
It's kind of like a year ago, like around a year ago, I was running around with this one girl, and I remember
Yeah.
I told you that she was like, because she was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just at home doing work, doing chores, doing laundry."
Yeah.
And she was like, "You do laundry?" And
See?
it was like shell shocking to her. I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? I can also write my name in cursive."
Yeah. Like, I promise I can wash myself and everything, dude. I promise. You know, and that's what I'm trying to make is that this shit is not as complicated as modern men are making it seem, bro. And it's like every dude just has like horror stories about women, and I have a few of my own, dude. You know what I mean? Every guy does, every dude does, but when it's repeated another after another after another, it's not all just them, dude. Part of it is you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it gets to everybody has their like one or two really bad apples, but if it's
Yeah,
happening 10 times where with you're with some fucking psycho that makes your life miserable for years or months, it's like, okay, I've had like really bad apples. You've had a
yeah,
few.
yeah.
Like there's but when it's happened for like the 10th time, don't you sit back and like try to realize the common denominator? And a lot of people don't, because a lot of dudes are so hell bent on, oh, as soon as some ass is thrown your way, nothing else matters.
No, dude, I mean, me and you've talked about it a few times. That's what ended up changing my shit. Because eventually, I can sit here, I can only blame other people so much.
Yeah.
Before, I'm like, all right, dude, this is like the fucking 15th time in a row. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's you, buddy. So maybe we can do some work and like address that and correct it. And then maybe, like, dude, I went like a year without talking to any chick.
Yeah.
For the longest time, bro. Like, I had to fix myself and do whatever. And now, I can do that because I allowed myself to get back to the point to where I'm actually a better, I'm a better Ali motherfucker. But yeah, I mean, I allowed myself to heal, which a lot of people
Like,
don't do, man. A lot of people do
because
not
a
do
lot
that.
of people don't live in it. A lot of people, I know a lot of people who can't go fucking 2 months without going on a date or fucking somebody or whatever. And
Yeah.
it's like for me, like I lived in it for way too long and I learned and all that stuff. And like, I think I told you a couple weeks ago, it's like now it's to the point where like, when I was younger and a girl was ignoring me or not hitting
Yeah,
me
right.
back, it would freak me the fuck out and it would ruin my week and I wouldn't be able to do my job as well. But now the
Yeah.
last 2 years at least, I'm like, all right, what the fuck? Like this is stupid. Like we were talking and now she just fucking fell off. I'm like,
Oh
whatever.
shit.
I
Hey,
guess if she
we got a
likes,
comment here.
yeah. I guess if she likes me,
Women
she knows
think
where to find me.
all guys are filthy. It's a stereotype that they made up, I guess. You
It's
know
our
what?
boy
You're not wrong,
Ole
buddy.
Anderson.
Yeah, you're not wrong, buddy. That is what they think. That
But
is what
and
they
I
think.
kind of I kind of wonder when I meet some of these girls in my life where I'm like, where have you been where you automatically expect that every place is a fucking disgusting
That's what I'm
fraternity
saying, yo. Like, why
house?
are you walking in my house and be like, wow, it smells good? What is it supposed to fucking smell like, sweetie?
Yeah.
What is it supposed to smell like? Please tell me.
I'm like,
Like,
well, I'm out here Swiffering my fucking floors that are already cleaned basically every other
yeah.
day.
Like, come on, dude. The fuck, dude. All right. Let's see here. So Ali does love the outside. I made a bit of a mistake a couple of weeks ago. Well, actually, I can't even call it a mistake because he always comes back. Right. So I trust my cat. I kind of vented about this on Twitter last night, but I trust my cat. And the reason that I trust my cat over here, Ali, is because I provide him a really good life, dude. And he can't guarantee that he's going to fucking get that good life anywhere else. You know what I mean? So he's always going to come back home to get the good life. We have another comment here. And he says that it's Dr. Ole again. It's supposed to smell like
Mountain Dew and 6-month-old socks.
Yeah. That's what they expect out of us. That's what they expect, man. They think fucking awful shit about us.
It's Ole, like Ole Anderson.
Ole, right? Like Ole.
No, because he's on
right?
Twitter. On Twitter, he's Ole Anderson, 4 Horsemen.
Okay. I got you, buddy. I apologize. All right, we will get it right, dude. All right. He said it in all caps, like MF Doom, so he means business.
Not the 4 Horsemen, not the one with Dean Malenko and Chris Benoit and everything.
Throw it up, man. Yeah.
And Steve Mongo McMichael, and there was another football. Was it Joe Green?
I feel bad. I should actually feel bad for fucking Mongo McMichael, man.
Isn't
they should
he
give him that honor way sooner than they fucking gave it to him, dude.
Isn't he paralyzed or some shit?
He's basically in the fucking grave, essentially.
Does he have ALS?
Yeah, man.
Kind of like Steve Gleason, the New Orleans Saints guy.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. That is what he has.
That's a fucking horrible disease. It's funny, because my dad watches sports. Of course, we always see all the segments about Steve Gleason and shit. And he's like, if I had that, I would just be like, dude, can you just euthanize me? Like, it's horrible.
That's why, man. I'm not going to mention him on here, but one of our old time friends has that, and to me, I'm just going to choose to believe that he died on like a coke bender. To me, I'm not going to subscribe to him fucking dying that way, dude.
And I haven't done a lot of research about it, but I don't.
And it's a not fucking like, death sentence.
It's not like it's not like genetic either. Anybody can just fucking get it.
Yeah, anybody can get it.
Because at least with cancer, you can be born with a gene, certain genetics that will literally it's gonna give you cancer later in life. No matter what,
right.
like my mom who had breast cancer, but she's fine. She survived. They found out she was born with a gene that was going to give her cancer no matter what.
Right.
So I have to eventually find out if I have that certain gene, which, it's scary because a lot of people.
Well, the fucked up thing is even if you have it, it doesn't necessarily prove that you're going to.
Yeah.
Get it. It has to be activated.
And cancer is becoming so much more common as it has been in the last 20 years. Whatever. It's like people fucking go to the hospital or the doctor because they have fucking back pain and then find out they have. I just saw some shit on Facebook the other day. I don't know who it was, friends of friends, but it was horrible. It was a GoFundMe page. And it was a mom of 2 little kids under the age of 5. And that was basically her story. I went to the hospital because I had really bad back pain. And then they told me I had stage 3 synovial sarcoma, which is some kind of cancer.
See what I'm saying? And people wonder why don't you go to the doctor? To avoid shit like that.
Yeah, because, at least once a year. At least.
And dude, you know what, dude? I've heard 1,000 fucking stories, dude, about people who are living fine, dude. They're 100%. Yeah. They're good. They're living the best life, dude. All of a sudden, they go to the fucking doctor. And they go, "Oh, you got cancer," and then whoop, right down the hole, buddy.
That was my great uncle. He was super healthy. He fucking even in his 60s, he lifted weights every day and shit.
Yeah.
Goes to the doctor one day, finds out he has terminal brain cancer, and was given a year to live.
And he probably went right downhill. Obviously, part of it is physical. But I think a big part of it is mental too. Once you're told, listen, dude, you have cancer of this kind, you
Yeah.
just feel, oh fuck, dude, I'm fucked. I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And your body follows your lead, dude.
Yeah.
I really do believe that, man. We do have election night live coverage
November
coming
5th.
up November 5th. We're going to cover it all, guys. There's no guarantee we're going to get a winner that night.
It might go on for that's real. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I'll be doing that live from a hotel room, but it doesn't matter.
You know what? Hey, you know what? I might too, man. Let's do it. You know what? Yeah, it's a good idea.
I'm only doing it because I'm only going to be in a hotel because I'm going to be flying to Minnesota the next day to visit my family. So
I kind of want to do it at fucking like Hotel Utica because then if I have a feast with me, I can walk around and talk to the guests in the hotel and be like, "Yo,
true," or
you know what I mean?
around the street or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. So yeah, let's fucking do that, dude. I'll book a room for Hotel Utica that night. It's really beautiful in there.
Yeah.
We'll do something special. Let's see.
And Hafiz, you could do like something like in the day leading up before it gets to the nighttime. It could be
yeah.
It could like you could make just like a video for the YouTube channel and have Hafiz like be the cameraman of you asking people questions about who they're voting for and why and stuff like that.
Yeah, dude, there should be a lead up. There should be a lead up to this. I agree.
Yeah, like a lead up in the 2 days before.
Yeah, maybe that whole week actually. So like the last week of October, me and Hafiz will put something together, and what we'll do is we'll drop it like a day at a time. Yeah. So I'll do like a couple interviews, put that together in one, and have enough to where it could span a week. Yeah. Let's see here. The health system is so messed up. It's all the crap they put in everything. Yeah, you're right, buddy. You're right, dude. They don't give a shit about it. That's one thing. Like, so Christine, shout out to Christine if you're watching this, sweetie. She's spent a lot of time in Europe, like I told you. She spent a lot of time in Europe. So she knows the difference between our food and their food. Yeah. And she's like, yo, these motherfuckers are poisoning you guys, dude. They really are. Like, even if you look at nonsensical shit like ketchup or mustard or some shit, over there it's like 4 ingredients. Over here you got 20.
15.
Why?
Yeah.
Like,
and American produced like processed food that's sent overseas to other countries has like fucking Surgeon General's warnings on it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the motherfuckers have to be warned. Like, listen, bro, you're about to eat some American shit. Understand the risk before you do. Like, what the fuck, man?
And like you look at Europe and stuff, everybody looks so. Or there's places overseas like Europe, so everybody looks all young and vibrant and healthy. I'm not saying everyone in America looks like shit, but a large percentage, everyone's fucking fat and looks double their fucking age and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree. I 100% agree. What do you think, man? You want to take 5 quick, and we'll come back and wrap this shit up, do another about an hour or something like that?
Yeah. We'll come back with a stench of the week. I'll find something.
All right. Yeah. Send it to me. I'll get it loaded up over here. Guys, we'll be back in. What do you want to say? 5 minutes? 10?
5 or 8:40 your time. 5:40 my time. That's fine.
All right, guys. We'll be back in 6 minutes. See you here in a few. All right. Later.
Bye.
All right, guys. Oh shit. Okay. Holy fuck. All right. We have a lot of people in this bitch right now. Okay. What's up, guys? How we doing on this fine Saturday night? How we doing, guys? Uh, we have to go with a contingency plan for next Saturday because me and Jack. Hold on, I gotta put in my shit here. One moment. Oh shit! No. Come on, no. No. One moment, guys. We have to come up with a contingency plan because me and Jack both watch wrestling, and there's a pay per view next Saturday. So we may drop Sunday, Friday. I don't know. We'll figure it out and we'll let you guys know. Okay. Come on. Motherfucker. All right. Ah, shit. Okay. All right, we're back. I think. All right, yeah, we're back. Let's see. Let me put Jack up on the screen here. All right, here we go.
Can you
All right,
hear
you
me?
back? Yeah. I got you, buddy.
Okay, yeah. So next week is UFC and WWE back to back, 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
So we'll have to record Friday
We'll do something
night
on Friday.
or Friday because
Something. Yeah, figure something out.
then we'll do it Friday night and then just drop it Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday afternoon or something. That'll work. We got 25 people in here. Hi, guys.
25.
Hello. Welcome to the Learning Tree. Okay.
Hi. Hey. Hi. Hi. Hey. Hi. I remember when we went to that Dynamite in Seattle in May, my friend was fucking wasted off like 10 beers. And when Jericho came out with the Learning Tree shit and he does that shit, like because there was like all the fucking sections were just empty. So like we could sit wherever we want, we could do whatever we want. So like when Jericho came out, we were both just like, hey, hi, hi, hey.
Did he end up like acknowledging you guys or no?
No, he didn't.
No. Shit. Well,
but I remember I took that picture after the show of like the Young Bucks and Super Dragon and that's Super Dragon, fucking Luchasaurus and Jack Perry all like fucking talking in the parking lot, and I yelled at Jack Perry. I was like, "Go cry me a river," and he was eating an apple and talking to the Young Bucks and Luchasaurus and some like producer, and then he looked up at me because like I was up above. He looked up at me and he was just like,
"Did he give you?"
Yeah.
Yo, he fucking gave you the virus gang shit, dude.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah.
Did you get my text while we were out?
I did actually. Okay. Let me actually pull it up. Actually, let me go ahead.
Broadway in Los Angeles. I found it because I looked at the reviews and like the first one is this guy. Guy flip it like the first picture was like it's the guy flipping off the building. Oh, is this
that's always good.
The right one?
Okay.
Oh, this place looks really weird. This place looks like a fucking. Am I looking at the right one?
Should be. Let's see.
Is it Broadway in 8800 South Broadway, Los Angeles?
And that's Google reviews, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go ahead and pull it up.
That's fine. Yeah, I just it was the first thing I found. I got to do more research.
No, the computer. That's fine. I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. Broadway. Motel. Reviews. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. And that is Yelp. Okay, yep, I got it up right here. Go ahead and put this up
Broadway. What's the address?
It is. This one's 301 West 49th. Wrong one.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
That one will be fine. I just couldn't find it because I was looking at it on the wrong phone. Okay, you're on Yelp reviews.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay, I'm gonna just.
Okay.
All right.
Oh wow. Okay, dude. Wow, it's only 2 and 1. Oh my god.
Jesus,
Okay,
that one is a
fuck.
fucking novel. Okay,
Yeah, I'm not
Justin,
reading
what do you
this
got?
shit, dude. Here we go.
All right, let's see. I
Here's a
did that
funny
one.
one. Yeah, this is fine, dude. Patty R from Kempner, Texas. Okay. We went to check into this motel, asked for a handicap room. There were none available. We said we would be able to take a regular room on the bottom floor, which they had available, would not rent a regular room to us because I was handicapped. Explained to them I
Wow.
did not need a handicap room. I could walk. I just couldn't do the stairs. So new room
So you're
downstairs.
just fat.
Maybe. They refused to give me a room because I'm disabled. I don't think this person's disabled. I think they're fat, dude. Said they would not be responsible for a handicapped person in their motel. That's fucking great, dude. Oh shit, dude. Can you say discrimination? Well, you know what, buddy? I don't know.
There's only 2 reviews.
Let's see. 2 other reviews that aren't recommended. So
Why? Because they're so bad.
not to prostitution sting. Be careful. All right. Well,
You're
you
gonna
know
wind
what,
up on
dude?
an episode
What do you
of
expect,
Cops.
man? It's probably a fucking for the hour motel, dude. Like, what the fuck, man? Come on. There's got to be more than that. All right, hold on.
You could just look up like the Google reviews instead of just Yelp.
Broadway Inn. Let's see.
That's the one I was looking at where it looks like a red.
Okay,
castle.
8800. Yeah, okay. All right, here we go.
Go to the top and it'll show like you can choose which reviews you want. You can do like lowest.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see.
Wait, click back. I think it went to a different one.
Yeah.
All right. Right up there. You can click by the stars. You can click the reviews.
Okay.
Like right there. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let's start with the 1 star here.
Oh.
Well, they didn't leave
I
one.
see a lot of pictures.
Oh, here we go. This motel sucks. Don't get a room here. They don't clean the rooms, and we'll show the pictures in a second here. So buy cleaning products before you decide to get a room. If I wanted to do that, I'd just stay home.
What?
When you ask for clean sheets, pillowcases, and towels, they don't give it at all. And mind you, the pillows and the mattress is nasty. I'd give 0 stars. I would. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty fucking gross.
What is that? Someone's jizz stain or what?
Nah, it just looks like sweat, like a sweat stain.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. Really?
What is that? Coke?
Table?
Is that Coke on the table?
I think it's just mold, dude.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dirty bathroom. Okay. Dirty shower. The shower doesn't look too bad. I'm not going to
shower's not bad.
Let's see. Oh man.
More
all these
pictures.
People have pictures. Oh my God, there's roaches and they have pictures of the roaches, buddy.
Oh God.
Oh no. Okay. Roaches everywhere. Save your money. They don't care. They wouldn't give me my money back. Street. I told them they had bugs. They offered bug spray. Are you serious?
Oh my God.
Absolutely
They gave
gross.
you a fucking can of fucking Raid.
Yeah, look at this shit. He's not lying, dude. Oh my God.
Oh
God. No, dude. On the wall, dude. All right. All right. Oh, this person has videos. Oh fuck.
Oh boy. Got a long
Motel
one
is really nasty. Yeah, looks can be deceiving. Looks cool on the outside, but as soon as you come into the room, it's really dingy and dirty. Yeah, I've had the experience with a couple women actually. The carpets have stains on them. Roaches in the tub and on the bathroom floor. The tub is dirty and stained itself. What? The shower curtains is hanging off the rod. There is the creepy screen door. I don't know what's on the other side of it. Well, you take some shrooms, I'll tell you what's on the other side of it, buddy. Air conditioner blows cold air even when I turn it to heat. Well, it's a fucking air conditioner, dude. Come on. Only one lamp in the room, no light on the ceiling for 60 rooms are facing toward street. So you hear every car, every motorcycle, you could barely sleep. The only pro is they have direct TV and the bed is somewhat comfortable. But you need to put actual sheets on the bed and not the straight sheets. All right.
They got videos too.
Here's a video. Let's see.
It's just he's trying to just show how loud the cars are. That's all. You can hear the cars fucking zooming by.
I mean, I get his point, you know. Okay. Screen door. Where do you see a screen door?
I don't see a screen door. Little
direct
ass TV.
TV.
They got direct TV.
Buddy. No bulbs.
Right? That's shitty.
Screens on the ceiling. Yeah, there are, buddy. Can't lie there. Floor is not vacuumed or cleaned. Yeah. Oh my God! Come on.
What is that? I can't tell. It's mold.
The bathroom floor is all fucking dirty and dingy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just one lamp. And you know, it don't even have the fucking. It don't even have the lamp shade. It's literally just the bulb.
God, they just like found shit like in a junk pile to use.
Where are the real sheets? What a caption! God. Where are the real sheets, man? Okay. Missing a chunk. What is that? A toilet?
Like the mirror or a
Maybe. Toilet? And hey, all I said is wow. Yeah,
wow.
I agree with that one, dude. Wow, you're right, man. All right. Man, what a.
Is that the only negative? Maybe there's some bad ones that are 2 stars.
Let's see.
No, it's 3. So it's all or nothing. It's one extreme or the other with this place.
Excellent customer service is the only place I'll stay in LA. Well.
Oh, okay. Well, he must be on quite a budget then.
My serenity! Always enjoy to stay here. It's clean, comfortable, and quiet. Smart TV, so I can log into Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, etc. Comfortable king beds, hot showers. From clean bathroom. Is this from the owner? Like, what the fuck?
That's what I fucking learned about, because I'll just read bad reviews of places for fun. Yeah. And I remember I once read a place, and everyone in the fucking reviews was saying that all the good reviews were just made by the owner.
Because I'm not trying to be an asshole, but everything this guy replied to is exactly what the other person complained about.
Yeah. I actually had a coworker once, and her husband was like a fucking mechanic or some shit, and she's like, hey, could you guys go and like I don't even know the place, I've never been there, and she's like, could you just go and leave a good review on there? I was like, no, what the fuck? No, never.
Not, in order for me to leave a good review, you guys have to really go out of your way for me, because basic customer service and decency, that's like what you expect. That's expected, dude. I'm not gonna leave a review because you did right by me. You need to go like above and beyond and be like, yo, the manager Tom was fucking great. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta do some shit for me, dude, for me to do that. For
me to even feel like taking the time to log into
That's
Yelp.
What I'm saying. Yeah, dude. 100%.
Because a lot of people it's like, how do you even have the time in your day to do this shit? Are you just like a professional Yelp person or something? And another thing is like, dude, when I used to work at the mall, like there'd be so many people like every week always fucking returning shit and exchanging shit. Like every week I'm like, bro, how do you even have this much time to always be at the fucking mall? I'm like, bro, you know how many times I've returned something or exchanged something like once a fucking decade? Like, but yet y'all are like always doing this shit. Like, it just seemed like such loser stuff to me. I'm like, well, you guys got nothing better to do than to always buy shit and return it and just bullshit like that.
Yeah, no, you're right. We do have one thing to pull up here. He's a fella that a lot of you might know by name, but he's not the guy that you think you know by name. But let's talk about some David Bowie, Jack. What do you think, dude?
David, he is not. When it comes to this David Bowie, let's not dance.
Okay, so a couple days ago, on September 26th, 2024, approximately 8 p.m., Utica Police, where I'm from. That's where I'm from. I'm from Utica, New York, born and raised. I moved out of there. For those of you guys that don't know, Jack will tell you I used to live in the hood, like the hood, but I had crackheads knock on the door, shit.
Like crackheads knock on your door.
Yeah, ask me to borrow ketchup, and I'm like, no, dude, because you're not gonna give it back, dude. How are you gonna get ketchup back? Dude?
You chill with some weird guy, and then he leaves your apartment at like 10 p.m. saying he's got to go buy a couple Cadillacs.
Oh yeah, yo, he went in my bathroom, bro, and just started smoking crack, dude. And it was the night that me and Sean were watching the UFC, and it was a really great card, man. We were about to win, and
that was the McGregor one when he broke his leg.
Yeah, and he wanted to come up. The crackhead dude wanted to come up and watch the shit, and I'm like, all right, bro. You know, at that time, I was just getting over the Savannah shit, and I was down for whatever, dude. Any drug, any. I mean, I didn't smoke crack with the dude, but I'm just saying, I was living wild. I had a wild life at that time, and so he knocked at the door, and he wanted to watch the fight, and I'm like, yeah, dude, whatever, man. And he went in the bathroom, started smoking crack. He went out the bathroom and talking about fucking. He's got to go buy some Cadillacs for him and his wife and fucking whatever the fuck. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And Sean's like, yo, he's fucked up, dude. I'm like, yeah, I know, Sean. He is. Yes, he is. So, yo, just smoked crack in your bathroom. I know, Sean. I know, buddy. I know what he did. Just stop. But anyway, on September 26, 2024, at approximately 8 p.m., Utica Police and Utica Fire units were dispatched to a residence on the 1400 block of Kemble Street. Upon arrival, they spoke with a victim who stated they had been engaged in an argument with a male whom they were familiar with. And as the argument escalated, the victim was stabbed in the face with a fork. All right. The injuries were, dude, this David Bowie stabbed someone with a fork, dog. The injuries were not life-threatening, and the suspect, David Bowie, age 38, of Utica, was taken into custody without issue. Bowie was transported to the Utica Police Department and charged with attempted assault in the second degree.
Attempted assault? He fucking stabbed someone with a fork?
It's not an attempt. He did not attempt anything. He was successful, actually.
Very successful.
He actually stabbed somebody in the face. So
he definitely does fucking meth. I can always tell someone does meth when they have like that shit all over their face, like the fucking. It's not like I don't know what it is, but it's like acid.
Yeah,
it looks like
because at one time I fucking did meth on accident. That story we'll get into on another time. But man, I was in the bathroom, bro, and I Savannah was sleeping, and I woke her up after I did this shit, and I'm like, I had my first hallucination. You want to hear about it? And she's like, no, you can tell me tomorrow. And I'm like, fuck, who am I going to tell? So I started texting Desiree, and I'm like, yo. So what happened was, bro, for like it didn't feel like 2 to 3 hours, but that's exactly like really how long it was. I was in the bathroom looking in the fucking mirror, and that's why they say never look in the mirror when you're on drugs, because you see shit in yourself. And so I went in to take a piss, and I put the light on, look at myself in the mirror, and I just got transfixed on my head, and I thought I had like this fucking growth on my head, dude, like a tumor or a cyst or something. So I kept trying to like move it, dude. I'm like, nah, like get over here, dude. So I'm trying to like press it over here to the middle of my head, and then I started stabbing myself in the head with fucking scissors and shit, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Trying to clear this shit out, and then fucking like as the shit faded away, and I'm sobering up, I'm like, yo, there was nothing there the whole time, dude. And I'm sitting, I got a big fucking gashing hole in my fucking head. Dude.
Was that like 2020?
No, I was 21.
Oh, you were 21, but you said Savannah was around.
Yeah. Me and her broke up in 2021.
Oh, I thought you meant like age. Oh,
no.
My bad.
2021.
My mistake.
Yeah, 2021. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, that was no fun. So I like I said, man, I knew it was meth the first time that because so for Molly, for people who don't know, for Molly, like depending how you take it, you get a different high. So me and her would do both, right? Like because if you eat it, you get like a body high, and if you sniff it, you get like a head coke high kind of thing. So I would do both. So we would always start off with doing a line. So I'm like, fuck it, dude, right? And I'm just like, oh shit, dude, this shit burns, dude, something not right here, dude. And then all of a sudden, I started twitching my neck like Michael Jackson in the fucking Thriller video. I'm like, oh shit, dude, something not right in this motherfucker, dude. So I text Benny because Benny's the one who sold it to me. I'm like, dog, you just gave me fucking meth, dude. Oh, for real, it was the wrong pocket, dude. And I'm like,
well, it's like in the Hangover. Oh, if there was ecstasy, Marshall's gonna be
yeah.
now.
And I'm like, dog, you can't be doing this shit to me, dude. Come on, bro. So I saved her from doing it because I mean, she's done meth in the past anyway, like by choice, like that she used to do the shit. But I saved her. I'm like, yo, you don't want to do this shit. She, I do. I'm like, no, you don't. Get the fuck away from me. You want to do shit. Oh, we got a couple of comments here. Let's see.
Oh, we got a couple new ones.
Saying, bro.
Oh, he said on David Bowie, another British cigarette looking great.
Yeah, he does look like a British cigarette. You're right.
I know this meth head chick that would super glue her last tooth
back in her head. So there you go. You know, he's actually right, dude. He's actually 100% right, honestly. These motherfuckers that are fucking addicted to meth, they're fucking addicted to meth, dude. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's their life, dude. That's it, man. Like, yo, remember I was telling you I was in rehab and this bitch said she was smoking fucking bed bugs, remember?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Dog, I was blown the fuck away. I'm like, dog, I've done some shit, man. Like, I've crushed up some pills and smoked them. You know what I mean? This shit. Man, this bitch had me beat, dude. Talking about, oh, I rented a room in a CD motel and tried to find some bed. I said, why are you trying to find bed bugs? To smoke them and get high. I said, excuse me? I didn't even know they could do that.
I mean, I didn't either. Would she wrap them in like tinfoil and smoke them?
Yeah. She's like, put them in a bowl and shit, dude, with a screen. And like, what the fuck, dude? Come on, man. That's fucking good lordy. Motherfuckers out of this world, man. Out of this fucking world, man. What else do we have to cover, man? Let's see. Let's go through the ticker. Let's see here. We covered football. We could do some college football if you want.
And your spiritual experience too.
My spiritual experience, man. Listen, dude. So I've only had one other like that in my life. And the first one, I told you about it, like every time I touched my phone, I cried.
Yes.
They had like some ceremony over here in the corner.
Yeah.
And that was really the only, every other time I've done shrooms, it's just been fun. I'm just having the time of my life, dude, you know what I mean? Well, I don't know if it was the timing, because like I said, I Jasmine, if you're watching this, I do have to say something. I paid for your tarot reading. I didn't tell you I paid for it, but I did. Because Patty gifted me and Sean one, so I just thought she was being cool. And I'm like, yo, Jasmine wants one, and she's like, well, it'll be like, $20 to do it. I'm like, well, shit, I already told her you do one. So here, take the fucking $20, you know what I mean? So I paid for it. So I don't know if it was a coincidental timing thing to where my shit hit as she was watching her reading. But these three fucking giant goddamn fucking entities came out of the ceiling over here, dude. And I'm laying on the couch, kind of like where Ollie's laying right here. And so I learned one thing about myself. I have a boyish spirit, which means that like I play like pranks and shit, like my spirit does. When I'm in that setting, like I'll like do a prank or something, like I'll walk up, like pull your pants down or something, you know what I mean, like shit like that. And they were getting pissed off at me, dude. They were getting mad at me, and I'm like, yo, I don't mean it and anything like that. And they don't talk, they don't speak, like they don't speak in our language anyway. They might speak, they might like grunt or whatever, but I can't know what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah.
So they communicate through energy and like feeling and shit. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I met this little tiny guy, man. He's probably this big, man. He's fucking small as shit, dude. And I met this little tiny dude, man, and he just kept like showing me shit, dude. So like he's into wrestling. Like I don't know if it's a demon. I don't know, and this is what scares me because I don't know if they're demons, if they're friends. I don't know who they are, dude. I don't know. You guys just ain't from here, and y'all fuck with me, so I fuck with you. You know what I mean? So this little tiny thing, man, and he just kept playing like AC/DC and shit, and I'm just like, all right, bro, like I get it, dude. You fuck with AC/DC, bro. And then he pulled up. He had like this little fucking like sort of like Matchbox car kind of thing because he's small, dude. He had a little like Matchbox thing, and he pulled up, and it like he had like the old like WWE Raw logo, like the Raw is War kind of thing. Like, oh shit, you fuck with wrestling, bro. And he's like, he just shook his head like, because they don't talk, dude. You know what I mean? It's just energy. And he just started playing fucking like AC/DC Back in Black and shit and like Dirty Deeds and all this stuff. And I'm like, yo, where does this shit? Because I don't fuck with AC/DC. Like I fuck with AC/DC, but not on that level to where I'm thinking about it when I'm on shrooms. You know what I mean? Like I think about Future when I'm on shrooms. Like, you know what I mean? Like not this shit. And these fucking dudes came down from the ceiling, bro. And this was after I met the little dude. And like they basically like, walked me down, bro. They like put the fear of God in me, dude. And they was like, don't play around with this stuff and all this shit. And I'm like, all right, dude, I get it, dude. I get it. And it got to the point to where like I was fine with it because this shit went on from like 6 to like 7:30. And around 7:30 came out, I started getting mad at them, dude. I'm like, yo, I just want to watch my football game. I just want to watch the game. Can you leave me alone? I just want to watch my game, bro. You know? And eventually they fucking did. But man, it was something, dude. It was something. So like, I don't know if it coincided with her reading the feeling that I was getting from her or what the fuck it was. But it was one of the most surreal fucking weird things I've ever fucking experienced, dude. I tried my best to explain it, but I can visualize it a lot better than I can explain it. Like
you are live texting me through all of it. Like I got the secondhand experience of it, and like you're not bullshitting.
Bro, like
you were
wouldn't
fucked
leave me
up
alone about her, dude. They wouldn't leave me alone about her, and like I like it because you know I like her, but like I don't want my whole night to be about this bitch. You know what I mean? Like leave me the fuck alone, dude.
When they came down from the wall, how did they come down?
So, they come down from here, but it's like they enter from a shadow, like
a black hole.
Yeah. So like I'll look at the ceiling, and all of a sudden, like, and something's making me look that way. Like something's directing me towards that. It's not like I'm just like, oh, I'm fucked up and looking at the ceiling. Like, no, like something's pulling me to look that way. Mm-hmm. And it's just like the ceiling gets darker, gets kind of dark. Yeah. And then like all of a sudden it's just like they enter. And it was 3 of them, bro. It was 3 giant black, like not black men, you know what I mean? But they were black. Yeah. Like they're black like entities, you know what I mean? Like,
and did they have like human characteristics or
no, not at all.
So what kind of characteristics did they have?
I wouldn't say like demonic because they're not like I don't think they're demons. I don't think they're demonic. Yeah. But like like each of them had something different. So like one of them, like the biggest dude who was like not threatening me, but he was like walking me down, bro. He was intimidating my soul and my spirit, being like, you better listen to me, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. And he had kind of like spiky hair, kind of not hair, but you know what I mean? Like he was, you know, whatever. His head, it was like up and down, like spikes and shit. Mm-hmm. And then the middle one, he just had like a regular rounded head, you know, regular shit. Not like a person, but round, you know. Yeah. And then the third one, he was just like, I can't even tell you what he looked like because he just kind of like stayed in the back. He might have been like a dude in training or some shit, dude. But like I said, they took me to this fucking, it was like a kind of like a house or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a door. It was a giant fucking door, dude. And I get the impression that it changes based off of the holiday. That's the impression I got.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was decorated like a pumpkin, you know, and there was like a table, like candy and shit outside and all that stuff. So I'm like, all right, y'all fuck with Halloween. Cool, you know? But maybe that's not good because Halloween, if you look at it, it's like
a dark holiday.
Yeah, exactly. So
you know, it represents in other cultures, Halloween represents, you know, Day of the Dead in Latin cultures, and it represents Samhain in other cultures.
Right. Yeah, so like I'm not sure. I mean, they didn't make me feel like I wasn't welcome. You know, but why would they? You know what I mean? Like if you're taking a human or whatever, or maybe they took my soul or whatever the fuck, you know. But they made me feel welcome. It's just that like I can't guarantee whether they took me was a good place or a bad place, dude. You know, it's not concerning. I'm not scared about it because the first time that it happened, I was actually scared because I never experienced no shit like that before. And they was doing some like ancient ceremony in my fucking corner, dude. And every time I touched my phone, I fucking cried, bro. So this one wasn't like that. This one, like, you know, like I text you as soon as it was over. I'm like, yo, I just had a spiritual experience.
You're talking about the one where you said you saw the guy with like the ancient samurai tattoos and stuff?
Yeah, bro. And like, yeah, dude, there was like in my corner just fucking like, I don't know, like they just like I was telling my other friend about it, and he was like, you know, to you it might be scary because you don't know what you're looking at. They might be giving you a gift. They might be showing you something, you know, that's like important to them, and like you just don't know how to interpret it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's how I looked at this one because he might be right. He might be right. They might be trying to show me something that I just don't understand, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's not that I don't ever want to go back there. I do. It's just I'm not going back there until next year. I'm not doing that again this year. They gave me what I needed. You know, they told me that the path I'm on is right and all that shit. So I'm gonna take them at their word, man. They know better than me.
Yeah,
they've been here a lot longer than I have,
from another dimension or something.
Well, I feel like that they're from ours is just another layer of it, to where it's like, I think that like what we perceive the world as is what our mind allows us to see, and I think that when you do shit like that, like when you do shrooms, especially shrooms, actually, because I've never had this experience on acid. Acid will like, I have a great time. I talk shit and like I rediscover myself from time to time. But shrooms is the real spiritual shit. And I just feel like that it opens up another, like, our brain can only see what is allowed to see because it's holding us back from seeing it. So,
in a sense.
Yeah. So, like, when you do shrooms or something, it unlocks another door, I think.
Yeah. In a sense, it's almost like Roddy Piper in They Live taking the glasses on and putting them off.
Essentially, yeah, dude. Essentially, yeah. Except, well, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, except they kind of like speak to you directly, but that's what they were doing in that movie. They were speaking to him directly. So, yeah, pretty much, dude. Yeah, it's. I would say the opposite end, though, is that instead of putting the glasses on, it takes the glasses off.
Okay.
It makes you more aware of
it. Makes you see the actual reality instead of the one they give you to perceive.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
Dude. Ali, get down. Ali.
Just I can't think of a better way to. This is like a Sopranos. This is where you end right at the climax. There's no better way to end right now.
Yeah. Hey, I'm fine with it, man.
We'll be back Tuesday. By then, I should have the Vince documentary done.
Yes,
we
that's
can talk about that.
We've been needing to get into. So before we sign off
and review it.
Before we sign off, I want to tell people, if you're a wrestling fan, it's still worth a watch because of the presentation and how they did it. There's nothing new here for people like me and Jack. Unfortunately, that's what comes with growing up with shit like this. You know it all already,
Yeah.
But for a casual wrestling fan, it might blow you away.
Yeah.
It really might fucking shatter your worldview of a lot of stuff. So, yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. Definitely.
We will see you live Tuesday, 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. I won't fall asleep before because I'll be coming home from work right away.
Hey, this show is a lot better than the first one, but like I said, man, it was a bumpy start, but we got back on the road. We arrived safely, so fuck it.
No, not as many places.
All right, guys.
Plateaued.
Yeah. And we will see you guys on Tuesday evening. Yeah. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.
Until then.
Later.